Pollinators play a critical role in supporting natural plant communities and seed production in most flowering plants. Nearly 90% of wild plants and 75% of the world's major crops won't be able to replicate without animal pollination. One third of our food is available because of pollinators' activity. Crops contingent on pollination are way more valuable than the others. Pollination is a transfer of pollen from male to female flowers of the same species. This leads to ovarian fertilization and seed production. By far, bees are the most important pollinating insects. While European honeybees are best known and widely used pollinators, there are also hundreds of other bee species. These are mostly solitary ground nesting species which contribute to a certain level of crop pollination services, making them very important in natural plant communities. Some researchers assume that native honeybee habitats could be tropical climates and heavily wooded areas. Honeybees can thrive in natural or domesticated sites. Especially, they prefer to live in gardens, forests, orchards, grasslands, and other areas with abundant flowering plants. In their natural habitat, honeybees construct nests inside tree cavities and beneath edges of various objects to hide from predators. Bees pick up nectar from flowers. Nectar is a sweet liquid that attracts bees to blooming plants. Bees climb over or into the flower and suck it with their strong mouth as collecting juice in a small bag called a crop. They also gather pollen with their legs. As they move from flower to flower, they leave a little of that pollen on every single flower they visit. It's called pollination, and that's the way flowers reproduce. They store it in their so-called honey stomach, which differs from the one they use for food. Once they are full of nectar, bees go back to the hive, where they share it with one another until it gradually turns into honey. Needless to say, bees tend to protect their hives and defend their honey against predators. However, whenever a bee stings something, it dies. Honeybees are social insects living in colonies to survive. So they prefer to sacrifice a few bees to protect the rest of the colony. Social insects are highly evolved and involved in a variety of complex tasks not practiced by the multitude of solitary insects. Communication, compound nest construction, environmental control, and labor division are just some behaviors required to exist successfully in social colonies. This variety in behavior puts honeybees in line with the most captivating creatures on Earth. A honeybee colony is generally made up of three types of adult bees: worker bees, drones, and the queen. Several thousand worker bees collaborate in nest construction, food gathering, and brood rearing. Each member has a specific task to perform related to their adult age. However, surviving and reproducing take the combined efforts of the whole colony. Individual bees, workers, drones, and the queen cannot survive without support from the colony. The presence of the queen and workers supports the social structure of the colony and depends on an effective communication system. The distribution of chemical pheromones among the members and the communicative dances handle monitoring the activities necessary for the survival of the colony. Bees are crucial to the maintenance of ecological balance and biodiversity in nature. They deliver one of the most recognizable ecosystem services, pollination, which enables food production. By doing so, they protect and preserve ecosystems as well as animal and plant species and contribute to genetic and biotic diversity. In conclusion, I would like to say that bees are very good indicators of environmental conditions. Their presence, absence, or quantity tells us when something is going on with the environment and that proper measures are necessary. By monitoring bee behavior and health, changes in the environment can be discovered and precautionary measures implemented on time.